I am here with the undisputed welterweight champion of the world and still, Kamaru Usman.
Thanks, Joe.
How does that feel, sir?
It feels amazing. I mean, this one was a tough one. It was a very, very tough one because, you know, the whole gym situation, you know, me leaving. And, you know, first and foremost, guys, you cannot discredit what Gilbert Burns has done in this division. You know, after being knocked out at lightweight, regrouped, put it all together, moved up a weight class and started tearing through these guys. You know, we started together. You know, we started this journey together, and he showed it tonight. You know, he went in there, he put it all together. He's knocked off one guy after another to get to this point. But I said it, man, you know, I'm the varsity guy. You know, my fight IQ is different. You know, it's something different. It's different when you're in the gym with me. But when you get in here, it's different ball game. I'm a whole nother savage. From start to finish, I'm a whole nother savage. And he saw that tonight.
Undeniably, undeniably. Now, let's talk about the fight. Was there anything in the fight that surprised you? He came out of the gate very fast, clipped you with a couple of right hands. What were you thinking during those moments?
No, I knew he hits hard. The funny thing is, that's a majority of how our sparring went, our sparring together. You know, if I threw one, he would counter heavy with shots. And he will buzz you. You know, for a guy that was a lightweight and moved up, he's got so much power in those hands. And anybody else in his division goes to sleep to one of those. He caught me in the first round with one of those big hooks, kind of behind the ear, and I felt it. I was like, oh shit, okay. Get on your ones and twos and let's go to work now. And the rest was history.
You started to establish the jab, and Trevor Wittman talked about that in between rounds. He said to you, you were a champion because of your jab. He wanted to get it in your head that your jab was a huge weapon in this fight, and it proved to be a weapon not just from orthodox, but also from southpaw.
Yeah, that was the thing with me is even when I first kind of started and I was striking, you know, at my old gym, you know, it's a lot of that Dutch kickboxing, and you know, which is it gets you tough. And it gets you tough, and it lets you see a lot of shots and lets you defend shots. But I always just get on the bag myself, and I wanted to work that southpaw. I wanted to work the jab, and I knew I had a good jab from the southpaw. And so I loved the switch. That's why you see me in my fights. I switch both stands. I'm mainly a conventional fighter, but I like to switch stands. So, you know, I just worked it a lot, and that's one thing that we worked this whole camp. Trevor said, you know what, you need to stay on the jab. You have a freaking good jab, and you need to stay on the jab. And, you know, I just listened. I went in there, listened to my coaches. This one was hard for me because it's hard to come in without all the emotions. I mean, Gilbert is a guy that I've known from the start. And, you know, I love him. And this one was tough for me to deal with.
You still met him at the center of the octagon before the fight started. You got right in his face. Why did you do that? Because that is a little out of character for you.
This is my cage. I'm the undisputed welterweight champion for a reason. This is my cage. I don't care who you are. When you step in here, there's no friends. You know, he said it himself. He put himself there. He said himself, I have something he wants, and he's coming to take it. So when you step into my cage, we have to go to work. And so from start to finish, there was no friends in there. There was no friends at all. I had to go in, and I had to do what I needed to do, and that's go in there and win this title. And like I said, I am the best on the planet for a reason. Now, everybody else, y'all need to put some respect on my f***ing name. I am the welterweight champ for a reason. I'm here to stay.
I understand that you're getting hyped up, but I don't think there's anybody not putting any respect in your name. You are without a doubt one of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport, one of the greatest welterweight, if not the greatest welterweights of all time, and it was an honor calling your fight tonight. Congratulations, sir. Enjoy it, take it in, and I cannot wait to see you defend your title again.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Before I go, you know, we got this little street thug calling himself Jesus. He thinking he's Jesus, and you know, Joe, we tried to make that fight several times. They tried to make that fight, but he kept backing out. The only reason this man took the fight is because it was on 6 days' notice, and he had a built-in excuse. And he's still running his mouth, talking about he broke my nose and stepping in on 6 days. Give you 3 weeks, he's going to do something. Guess what? It's not done. I'll give you a whole training camp. I guarantee you, you won't sign on that dotted line because this time I'm going to finish your ass.
that's the fight you want next, or another fight with Jorge Masvidal?
Any one of these fools can get it. Any one of them. But he keeps running his mouth. If he's going to talk, step in here and you got to see me. Step in here and see me.
I love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that, Joe.
Congratulations.
My man, Joe.
One of the greatest ever. Kamaru Usman, congratulations,
Before
sir.
I go, I just want to say, baby, Daddy's coming home, baby. I love you. I've missed you. I've been gone for a long, long time, this whole training camp. But Daddy is coming home. And guess what? I'm bringing back your shiny belt, baby. I love you, Samira. Miss Pretty, I'm coming home for you.
That's beautiful. Congratulations, sir.